Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Here I am with the topic of dissolution, continuing with the case of your journal entries. Here is a case when we are given that among the partners, one of the partner have lended money to the firm. So in that very case, if a partner has given loan to the firm, it is never ever transferred to realization account. We prepare a separate account for X or partner's loan account. There is a separate account prepared, that is X's loan account, where we bring this balance brought down on the credit side. Being it is a liability to the firm, so it would have a credit balance. So that's why its balance brought down is on the credit side of partner's loan account. Now, there would be different cases how this loan payment is done there. So, talking about the same when no point is given in the question or X loan was repaid, right? These two cases, when he says that in the question nothing is written, that means we assume that X loan have been repaid by the firm through their bank account, right? So being X loan, partner's loan repaid, right? If the question is giving us nothing about the repayment, what we have to do, that we have to make its payment through our bank account. Now the question arises, if it is written that it have been repaid, the same journal would be repeated for the payment of the partner's loan account. From which account it would be repaid? That is through your bank account. The first and the second case is the similar to each other with the narration also same, right? So here that means in the X loan account, when we have to make the final payment, the payment would be made through bank account, that is X loan account debit to bank account for first and second case. This journal is for first and second case. So loan payment is done, account is closed here with rupees 80,000 because full payment was made to the partner, right? So now the second case is, third case is there, that X loan was paid off by the firm for rupees 65,000. When X loan account was appearing in the books, that was with rupees 80,000. We have the third case. If I have to prepare X loan for the third case, what is the balance brought down here? That is with rupees 80,000. I need to make a payment of rupees 80,000. But the firm has actually been making a payment with rupees 65,000. So the money is reducing from the firm with rupees 65,000. Now see over here that X loan, the payment made was rupees 65,000. Then what have been done with rupees 15,000 in this case? This 15,000 would be transferred to which account? That is realization account. Because X loan was a liability with rupees 80,000, but liability was paid less. So there is a gain to the firm, and gain would be transferred to which account? That is realization account. You know very well, credit all incomes and gains. So here the difference of 15,000 have been transferred to the realization account, being the partner's loan repaid and the profit transferred to realization account. So the point to be highlighted over here, that whatever payment, whatever less payment is made, from there if there is some profit is generated, that would be transferred to realization account, because debit of the account should always be is equals to the credit of the account. Here it should also be 80, here it should also be 80, but the payment was made with 65, so the difference was transferred to realization account. Now point number 4, if in this case X accepted an asset of rupees 1 lakh at a realized value of 65,000 against the loan. Right, now here I have already told you that whenever an asset is taken over, we would see its realized value, its book value will not be seen. So realized value is 65,000. X accepted against his loan, right? So which account is to be debited? Again, X's loan account is to be debited with 80,000. He has accepted an asset. When an asset is there that have already been transferred to which account? Realization account. You know very well that at the time of the dissolution, when the realization account is prepared, to asset we transfer all the assets at their book value from the balance sheet. Now this asset is taken over by the X against his loan, not from capital, rather loan. So asset is taken over at a valuation of 65,000 but not credited to asset account. Which account is credited here? Realization account, because asset have already been transferred to realization account. So when asset is sold, we write bank account. When asset is sold, when asset is taken by a partner, we write X capital account. Now it has been taken against X loan account. So which account would be transferred here? That is X loan account would be transferred here because he took over the asset. But at a valuation of 65,000. So again loan is repaid with the less value. So there is a gain of rupees 15,000 here. Right? There is a gain of rupees 15,000. So it should also be transferred to realization. Now you know very well that why to write realization account again and again. So here the realization account would be credited with the full value of rupees, that is 80,000. So whatever gain or profit is already being transferred to your realization account. So being asset taken over against the loan, So this is done. Now fifth point. I suppose you are clear that the case is when the asset is taken over at a less valuation, then the full value of loan would be transferred to the realization account. Now for the fifth point, X accepted against his loan an asset of rupees 1 lakh. Again an asset which was transferred here for rupees 1 lakh taken over by X against his loan. So let's see if the X loan is amounting to rupees 80,000. But the asset is taken at a valuation of 1 lakh. But you need to remind yourself which account is to be taken for asset taken over, that is realization account. He took the asset for a valuation of 1 lakh. Now there is a loss of how much? 20,000. Transferred to which account at the time of the dissolution? That is realization account. So why to raise realization account twice? Rather the asset taken over by the partner of less value or a more value would be transferred with the partner's loan amount only. So from the point number 4th and 5th, it is clear when a partner is taking an asset either at a low value or at a high value would always be transferred to the realization account with the loan amount of given in the question with rupees 80,000. We will not consider the higher value or the lesser value. Now the next point is X accepted an unrecorded asset of rupees 90,000 against his loan. So X is accepting an asset which was not recorded in the books, right? For a valuation of rupees 90,000. Again, now unrecorded asset is there. or a recorded asset is there, it should always be taken with the case of your partner's loan value of rupees 80,000, not considering their assets, unrecorded assets value. What we will take? Only the loan value. This is clear from the point number 4 and 5 that we will consider which value over there, that is their loan value. So we took with the same being unrecorded asset taken over by the partner. Right? So here is the case of how the partner's loan account is to be treated in the different cases at the time of the dissolution. So this is for the day. Thank you. Accountitude, like, share and subscribe. Keep scoring.